Hi Taurus, this is your horoscope for February 2020. Thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure to be with you today. I'm going to give you a forecast of what's happening in February for you. On the 4th of February, the first thing that happens is that Mercury, the communication planet, it goes into Pisces. It does that for you guys, Taurus, in your 11th house, and it joins Venus, your ruler, in Pisces, and Neptune in Pisces in your 11th. So it's very likely that you think about realizing your hopes and dreams in the first 2 weeks of the month, which is ideal because Mercury goes retrograde later on in the month. So brainstorming and getting ideas together from the 16th onwards isn't such a good idea. So you're blessed in a sense that you're doing all of that work at the beginning of the month so that you can put it into practice when the communication planet does go retrograde later on in the month. On the 8th of February, your ruler, Venus, the planet of love and beauty, goes into your 12th house and it's in Aries. Now, this is next to Chiron, the wounded healer, at 2 degrees in Aries. Between the 8th of February until the 16th of February, you have the opportunity to fix, as such, any relationships that have hurt or any relationships that cause you pain or that do not work. So if you have been kicked out of the Christian club because you're a homosexual or whatever, then find a spiritual connection of your own and forgive the Christians or whatever. If you've had a fractured relationship with a family member, it's a great time to try and make amends or to resuscitate the relationship and bring it back to life. It's a good time to let love win over pain and hurt and resentment and holding on to the past. On the 9th of Feb, we have a full moon in Leo, and that happens in your 4th house of family. So Leo is fun and children and being spontaneous and enjoying life and being in the spotlight and enjoying just being alive. It's the sun. So that's in your 4th house of family as well. So really family situations or relationships that have been like family, that have gone, you have a great chance at getting those back. And only get back relationships that are worth getting back. You know, if you insulted a great friend of yours, someone who's been there for you for 10 years and you've told them to do one, and you're in the wrong, then absolutely apologize. But if there's someone who just kind of cracks jokes about you and never supports you, then... So really be clear about those kind of decisions before Mercury goes retrograde on the 16th. That's the important thing. And you'll know who brings you joy and makes you happy. I mean, you'll feel it. This Leo fiery energy, it's not subtle. You'll know when you're laughing your head off and who's making you laugh your head off. On the 16th, we do have Mercury going into retrograde until the 9th of March. And because it's in retrograde, it stays in Pisces for much longer than it usually would. And it sits on top of your Neptune, which is like the higher octave of Venus, your ruler. So Neptune kind of has things to do with you in the notion of you dream about what you want to achieve and you try and communicate that. But when Mercury goes retrograde from the 16th until the end of February, it's going to be much harder for you to get other people to see your vision. So if you have something envisioned in your mind's eye, but you don't want to draw it, you want someone else to draw it for you, telling that person is going to be a little bit more complicated than it usually would be, especially when it comes to creativity. When it comes to your own friendships, your creativity, your hopes and dreams, make sure you don't gallop off in the wrong direction and you cut someone off in your life who's, like I said, been there for you for years, or that you decide all your paintings are rubbish and you're throwing them out. Don't do anything drastic while this Mercury is in retrograde, because it's in your dream sector, so you can crush your own dreams if you're not careful. And we don't crush our own dreams, we support our own dreams. So the best way to use this energy, I would suggest, is to dream big and brainstorm before the 16th, and then from the 16th to actually do it. On the 17th, we've got Mars, the male principle, moving into Capricorn, and it joins Jupiter and Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn in your ninth. The ninth house is exploration, travel, education, broadening your horizons. In Capricorn, work, at the end of the month, you will want to really progress in work. You will push for that. Again, make sure that you're not pushing for something that you don't deserve, or that you push yourself out of something which is wonderful and you replace it for something that doesn't work for you. Again, Mercury's in retrograde, so your perception of things may be a little bit wonky. So I'm recommending that you don't make these huge major life events and decisions that cause life events to happen. On the 19th of February, the Sun goes into Pisces. It joins Mercury and Neptune in your 11th house of hopes and dreams and your social network and what could be. So the Sun in Pisces now makes that a reality. You're on much more solid ground, if that makes sense. Even though the Sun is in Pisces, you're able to now embody your hopes and dreams. There's no doubt about them. You know what you're doing, and you're able to kind of channel them into something you've decided to channel yourself into, devote yourself to. And finally, on the 23rd of February, until the end of the month, on the 23rd, we have a new moon in Pisces, lots in Pisces this month, really. So you're not bad with Pisces. You and Pisces, you get on pretty well, because as an earth sign, all of the water signs oppose you. They're all 180 degrees away from you. So the sign that opposes you is Scorpio. Rummaging around in this spiritual, creative, psychic kind of area of your life isn't something that you're completely unfamiliar with. And you certainly know about love and sensuality and love for yourself, and how to take care of yourself and others and all of that kind of stuff. You certainly know about all of these things. And with the Sun going into Pisces on the 19th of February, you have even more self-belief in what it is you're doing and the people in your life, and you spend more time with them, and you really throw yourself into doing something that you care about and believe in. So that lasts until the end of the month. And like I said, brainstorm at the beginning rather than at the end. So I hope you have a lovely February. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab, the shop tab, to order your reading with me. If you go to gregoryscott.com as well, on the front page, there's a book reading now button. Just click on that. That takes you to the shop page, and you can order your reading. I use astrology, tarot, numerology, and my intuition and personal readings. So if you have any questions, I can answer those. If you like this video, then please share it online and hit the subscribe button on this channel. That'd be awesome. Have a lovely February, and check out some of my other videos. All the best.